Welcome to an exploration of the modern financial system, a complex web of interactions that profoundly shapes our world. We often perceive money as a personal tool, something we earn, save, and spend. Yet, a silent symphony of financial forces dictates far more than we realize. This intricate system operates continuously, influencing every aspect of our lives. It impacts our savings, our investments, and even the price of our daily necessities. The core premise we will unravel today is simple, yet profound. You don't fully control your money. This vast, interconnected system does. At the very heart of this system stand the central banks, acting as the indispensable conductors of the financial orchestra. Their role is pivotal, positioned precisely at the core of global finance. These institutions bear the critical responsibility of managing a nation's currency and money supply. The primary function of a central bank is to control the overall supply of money circulating within the economy. This control is not arbitrary. It is a strategic maneuver to maintain economic stability and foster growth. Their most potent tool in this endeavour is the adjustment of interest rates. When central banks decide to lower interest rates, they make borrowing money significantly cheaper. This policy has a direct and intended impact across the economy. Lower borrowing costs actively encourage individuals and businesses to spend more. Simultaneously, reduced interest rates stimulate increased investment. Businesses find it more attractive to finance expansion, while consumers might opt for larger purchases, fueling economic activity. The goal is to inject dynamism and growth into the market. Conversely, when central banks raise interest rates, the objective shifts dramatically. Higher interest rates make borrowing more expensive for everyone. This measure is typically implemented to cool down an overheated economy. The increased cost of money discourages both spending and investment. It acts as a deliberate brake, serving to slow down economic activity. These carefully calibrated adjustments are constant, forming the rhythmic pulse of the financial world. The actions of central banks, particularly their management of interest rates, directly fuel what are known as liquidity cycles. These cycles represent the ebb and flow of available money in the financial system. Low interest rates initiate a period of increased market liquidity. When borrowing costs are low, more money is effectively injected into the economy. This creates an environment where there is an excess of cash circulating. This surplus capital does not sit idly. It actively seeks opportunities for return. This available cash flows into various financial assets, searching for yield and growth. We see significant movement into traditional assets such as stocks, driving up their valuations. Bonds also become a recipient of this capital, impacting their prices and yields. Precious metals like gold also attract this liquidity during certain phases. This broad influx of money across different markets causes a widespread increase in asset prices. This phenomenon is precisely what we define as asset inflation. Asset inflation has far-reaching consequences that touch everyone. It influences the value of personal investment portfolios, often making them appear more robust. Critically, it also affects the value of tangible assets like real estate, including your own home. Furthermore, the effects of asset inflation can eventually trickle down, influencing the prices of everyday goods and services. Understanding these liquidity cycles is crucial for comprehending how economic policies manifest in our financial realities. The financial system is characterized by a constant dynamic dance of money flowing between different asset classes. This movement is not random. It is driven by shifting economic conditions and investor sentiment. Understanding this flow is key to grasping market behavior. During periods of economic boom and widespread optimism, money often pours into the stock markets. Investors are drawn by the promise of high returns and the potential for capital appreciation. This influx further fuels market growth. However, as the economic cycle matures or signs of uncertainty emerge, investor behaviour begins to change. There is a perceptible shift as participants seek safer havens for their capital. they typically move towards assets considered less volatile. This often means a redirection of funds towards assets like government bonds. Bonds are generally perceived as lower risk, providing a more stable return profile during periods of economic deceleration or uncertainty. This shift reflects a cautious re-evaluation of risk. Gold also plays a distinct and important role in this dynamic. It frequently attracts significant capital during times of economic uncertainty or when fears of inflation rise. Gold is traditionally viewed as a store of value, offering protection against currency devaluation. This silent yet powerful movement of money is primarily driven by two critical factors. First, the prevailing interest rates set by central banks dictate the attractiveness of different asset classes. Second, the perceived risk versus reward of each asset guides investment decisions. Ultimately, this continuous rebalancing and reallocation of capital dictates where your money ends up. It determines which assets appreciate, which stagnate, and which decline. This underlying mechanism influences portfolio performance and economic stability. The modern financial system is a pervasive force that operates continuously, regardless of individual effort or awareness. Whether one chooses to engage deeply with financial markets or simply navigate daily expenses, participation is unavoidable. Every individual is inherently a participant in this vast and intricate financial ecosystem. This holds true whether you are a diligent saver meticulously planning for the future, a savvy investor actively managing a portfolio, or simply someone striving to make ends meet. Your economic existence is intertwined with this system. Your personal finances are directly and profoundly influenced by the system's prevailing conditions. The returns on your savings accounts are dictated by current interest rates. The performance of your retirement investments is a direct reflection of market dynamics. Even the price you pay for your weekly groceries or the fuel for your car is touched by these forces. Inflation, supply chain financing, and currency valuations all play a role in the cost of everyday items. These are all products of the financial system. Your financial well-being is therefore significantly influenced by the decisions made by central banks. Their actions on interest rates send ripples throughout the economy. Similarly, the ebb and flow of money through global markets impact your purchasing power and wealth. Understanding this unavoidable participation is not about generating anxiety. Rather, it is about cultivating awareness of the powerful, unseen forces at play. This perspective allows for a more informed approach to personal financial management. Understanding the intricate mechanics of this financial system is not about gaining the ability to predict future market movements with certainty. Such an endeavour is often futile and fraught with risk. Instead, it is about recognizing the fundamental forces that are constantly at play. It means comprehending the invisible threads connecting central bank policies to the price of your home or your investment portfolio. This knowledge empowers individuals in profound ways. It provides a greater awareness of the economic landscape surrounding them. This informed perspective is invaluable for navigating the complex financial world. It allows for more deliberate decisions about saving, investing, and planning for the future. It transforms passive participation into active engagement. By grasping these concepts, you gain a deeper appreciation for the silent symphony of money. You're better equipped to interpret financial news, evaluate economic trends, and ultimately make more informed choices in your own financial life.